Poor Harry. This whole episode, they went back and forth between his interview and her interview. Completely different pages, different books.
Yeah, he's like, I am nailing this. And she's like, I don't even talk to him.
He's like, yes, I am doing everything right. Hi everybody, welcome back to Below Deckperts, a sibling duo YouTube show where we recap current Below Deck seasons. Today we're recapping Below Deck Down Under, Season 3, Episode 5, The Captain's Lounge.
No riddle.
No.
No Googling. Straight to the point.
We're not going to get 1,000 comments about this one. Which let's address that right now. Okay, we did ask. We're like, tell us why. I get your guys's argument, okay? They're like, it's submerged. Mm-hmm. When I think of submerged, I think of sunk.
Yeah.
Don't you?
Yeah.
That's why I was confused. Because when we got the taste of the whole jet ski thing going on, technically all it did was turn over.
Yeah.
Right? It was not like quote unquote submerged. So that, I'm not saying you guys are wrong. I'm just kind of defending myself in that, where I was like submerged means like sinking or sunk.
Submerge, cause to be underwater.
Right, which a jet ski is always kind of underwater. So that's why I was like, yeah, it's submerged all the time.
Yeah.
So anyway,
yeah, it's splitting hairs where it doesn't need to be.
Right. Well, and again, we did ask. I'm not trying to say you guys are wrong. I'm just kind of like giving you my
thought process.
And the fact that you can't say that we knew that the jet ski was going to sink. We didn't from the clip they gave us for this week.
Yeah.
I thought it just tipped over.
Did.
Right. It never really did. It kind of did. I was actually worried there for a second.
I was worried
it was going down.
Yeah.
But also, okay, this is kind of just jumping in, but was Johnny just standing? Was it shallow enough he was just standing?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why was she freaking out?
No, yeah, like one of the first clips of the jet ski being upside down, you can see the handlebars like almost hit the bottom.
Yeah, and she's like,
It was like 3.5, 4 feet of water. Johnny.
Wait, what? There's a show where it's like stand up.
Oh,
what am I thinking of?
I know what you're talking about.
I don't think it's SpongeBob.
No, it's
Stand Up.
Just Stand Up.
Yeah.
Is it SpongeBob?
No, I don't think so.
It's like two of the characters are like freaking out.
Yes.
And someone's just like, just stand up. And they do, and they're like, oh.
Yeah. Dang, I can't think of it. Okay, so the main points, as Lane already kind of talked about, my first one was submergency. Am I right?
Completely 180 on it.
Yeah. You guys didn't know that? Jesus, I know exactly what's am I right? God, idiots.
Jeez.
Just kidding.
We're kidding.
Vian's continued bachelor journey. Now he's going on a more miscongeniality route, you know?
Sure.
Do you know what miscongeniality means?
No.
So they have miscongeniality in pageants for like the nicest contestant. Or like the one that like, I guess it's nicest or like was the easiest to get along with. Congenial means like easy to get along with. So that's what he's going for. Because he's, did the breakups, but then, then we know what happens at the end of the episode.
Yeah.
And then I put, Bree and Harry are not only not on the same page, they're reading different books.
Yeah, Harry's definitely reading Harry Potter. Like, you just know that. Like,
I thought that was pretty good.
That was
right?
pretty good.
Pretty good? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they really are, and it sucks.
How bad did you feel for my man, Johnny?
Oh, Johnny. My guy. The whole episode, I was just hyping him up. I'm like, what a guy.
I know.
He's just doing all the right things. He's working hard. He didn't let the jet ski
take him down,
drown him. He didn't lose the jet ski. And then that happened.
I know. And he recovered as good as you can, right?
Yeah.
I mean, in that situation, there's no cool recovery.
No, you can't really dance your way out of that. Yeah, I mean...
No, I just tripped. Oh, I just tripped and almost fell into your lips.
I ate something sour.
Oh my god. Yep, and the cat's here. I hate this motherfucker. I don't even care. I want the world to know. I hate him. I hate him. Brad's not here this week, or I guess this recording. So we have to leave the door open. So all of my animals are just going to be running around. Actually, somebody did say they wanted to see Peanut.
They did. I saw that.
Here he is. I don't know if you can see him. I'm not going to grab him because he'll freak out then.
Yeah.
So if you either see him, oh my God, and then Thor farted.
Did he?
You smell, oh my God.
I'm not getting it over here.
Oh, thank God. It'll hit you maybe. Wow.
I'm sure it will.
So yeah, Thor, my pit bull's in here dropping bombs. Peanut's in here. Luna's outside. She's probably going to make an appearance, but...
Yeah.
All right, so we'll start at the beginning. I said, ooh, shit, someone's getting in trouble. After I saw the situation with the jet ski.
Yeah.
I was like, we might lose this jet ski.
Yeah. $20,000 jet ski. Rough.
The jet ski was going down. Then she's like, I scratched my leg on the coral. And you're like, oh my God, maybe she actually did. Because coral can be sharp.
Yeah.
At first I was like, maybe she did.
Mm-hmm.
There was not even a red mark when they got back to the boat. Not even a little scratch.
Yeah. Like Adair was like, yeah, it's probably not even going to bleed, which means nothing was cut.
Right. It's basically like if I were to take my arm right now and go like this.
Yeah.
That would be more than what she had on her leg.
Yeah, it's like you pulled up the dead skin or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give her some grace, though, because maybe she was just scared. Well, she obviously was scared.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not a super chill thing to go through. I mean.
No, and I even had a comment like, oh, shoot. Oh, this is why I couldn't be a deckhand. I would be freaking out. If I was the guest, I would have been fine. I probably wouldn't like, oh my God, this sucks. And I probably would have freaked out for a second because tipping over is scary.
Yeah.
But I couldn't be that deckhand that was left there with it.
Really?
You couldn't either.
Shallow water's fine. Deep water, if I was treading there, I would have died before they came back. And I swam for 4 years in high school, I would have died.
Of a heart attack. Shallow water scares me, though, too.
Yeah, you can't really get a big, great white in there,
Yes,
though.
you can.
Not in, like, 4 feet of water.
That's how they bite people.
That's how sharks bite people.
Not great whites.
No.
Okay, hold on. What is the most shallow?
I'm going to say nursery sharks bite the most people. If that's what you're looking up.
No, I'm looking up how much water needs to be for a great white. How close to shore can you feel safe from a great white shark attack? On the beach is the answer. My guy.
Fair.
Let's see. Somebody said obviously sharks can get surprisingly close. Somebody said 10 meters. I don't know how much that is because we don't live in Europe, unfortunately. I think it can be pretty shallow though.
Yeah.
Now let's Google what sharks bite the most.
I'm going to say nursery sharks.
You mean nurse sharks?
Damn. Is it really nurse?
Not nursery sharks.
What am I thinking of?
Nurse sharks.
Damn.
The sharks that are most responsible for fatal unprovoked attacks are great white, tiger, and bull sharks. If Brad was here, he'd be eating this shit up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, he knows everything.
Yeah, tiger sharks scare me the most.
Because they like,
want to eat you.
Yes.
The other ones don't.
Yes. Tiger sharks are known for their indiscriminate feeding habits, scavenging tendencies, making them potentially hazardous. Bull sharks are known for being aggressive.
Yeah.
And they're often found in freshwater environments. Oh my God, now I have to be afraid in freshwater. Anyway, the point is I think there could have been a shark there. And I would have been scared. So yeah, they leave Johnny. The Vian takes the guest back. He comes back. They're able to tow the jet ski back, which I was very surprised.
Yeah.
I thought that bitch was going down.
I really don't understand how they were able to do that. I mean, they are expensive jet skis, so one that was working is probably pretty good.
Yeah.
To be able to pull that.
Yeah, but still full of water. Too. Water's heavy.
Yeah.
And then when they get back, Adair's like, yeah, we literally said it was full of water.
Yeah.
Which made me think, I was like, Vian might get in some serious trouble.
I thought he was going to, because that is a pretty big risk.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
And again, the guest could have gotten much more injured than she was.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I thought, I mean, Captain Jason didn't get quite as mad as I thought he would. Anyway, he owns up to it. Kind of. Which, again, is another way that Captain Jason could have been more mad.
Oh, yeah, I would have been pissed, because he was trying to get out of it, and then kind of at the last second decided to tell the truth.
Yeah.
And, yeah, but Captain Jason was very smart the way he got the jet ski onto the boat and, like, how he dealt with everything. Because my first thought, and I think Vian's, was get the crane, get this thing out of the water. But Captain Jason knew it would have just broken the crane.
Yep.
So then they muscled in onto that dock, which, did you know the dock could hold that?
Okay, I must have missed this whole thing. I must have just checked out, because I'm like, oh, they got it back.
Yeah.
Not as dramatic anymore.
So they were going to bring the jet ski to the crane that brings them back onto the boat. Okay. But Captain was like, no, don't do that. You're going to break the crane. That's too heavy. It's full of water. Yeah. So they basically bring it back to those back floating docks that they have. They muscle it onto the floating dock, and then they detach the floating dock, drain the water out, and bring it over to the crane. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's smart.
But did you know those docks that guests trip on all the time and shit, that it could hold a jet ski?
I probably would have assumed that. I mean, maybe not like a jet ski full of water, but those hold, they have the sea bobs on them, and those sea bobs are pretty heavy.
Yeah, I guess I didn't think about it until I saw the jet ski on there.
Yeah, they're pretty. I mean, of course, and this boat's so nice that I would just assume everything is top of the line. Yeah, crazy though. Yeah. Yeah. So I was like, he's trying to play it off. He made the comment oh, we're gonna laugh about this one day. I'm like, buddy, you might not be.
I know. I think I wrote it down where it was yeah, they're gonna be laughing and you might be crying.
Yeah. But yeah, I could tell that was his attempt at playing it off. Oh, haha, this is so funny, guys, right? And they're like, no,
everything's fine, right, guys?
Right. And then Zarina swoops in. I can cheer him up. Yeah. Yeah. And then we already talked about this. Captain brings him in, basically tells him to take accountability. Captain, he really did kind of nip it, because he was trying to not, and he's like, no, you're going to sit here and take accountability. And then he listened. Yeah. Which I think was it was Captain Jason doing the mature thing. So yeah. And then that's basically it. They move on. Yeah. Then they're talking about they're gonna have a captain's lounge dinner, and then they're like, "Hey, Vian, you have to strip."
Yeah, it wasn't a question.
I know. I was like, I don't know that. Yeah. I didn't feel amazing about that. They weren't like, "Hey, do you want to do this?" He kind of felt. I mean, I guess in the moment he could have been like, "I'm not doing that," but true. The way they put it, were also the point I made last week when I was like, we don't know that he was a stripper. Still don't know, because it wasn't like he was pulling some moves where I was like, he's done that before.
Yeah, it was all kind of if you watched Magic Mike on YouTube, you could probably do that.
Yeah, and he wasn't even trying to pull crazy stunts.
Yeah, it wasn't anything that you haven't seen.
So yeah. I'm sticking with it. I don't know that he was actually a stripper. He never offered up that information. No, he just said yeah, we'd all go to the bar and I would do shots out of my belly button. What? You missed that part? He would do shots out of his own belly button?
He made some weird joke, they would do body shots off him, but he's like, the easiest way to get a shot is right here. I didn't understand it.
I missed that too. Yeah. Honestly, guys, this episode was kind of boring. Yeah. I checked out in a few spots. Yeah. Not gonna lie. The next thing that happens is kind of Adair's being pulled in all different directions. And we don't really get the sense of whether Adair is telling Lara no. that she won't do certain things in the interior, but she's like, yeah, I don't prefer to do those. It was just like a weird like communication thing that I was like confused by.
Yeah, it was just kind of a big communication mix-up, and I think she was just kind of telling Marina, yeah, I did the bed in there. I gotta go.
Yeah.
But really what she meant was like, I only had time to do the bed in there, but now I'm being called for service, so I gotta leave.
Yeah, I didn't really understand who was right and wrong in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then we see Captain on the couch in his kimono.
Yep.
And Below Deck was just loving this edit.
They probably had him in there for an hour.
Yeah, they did. And then I'm like, I hope he has something on under that, because that's pretty short.
Yeah.
He probably had like boxer briefs.
Yeah.
Or budgie smugglers, is that what they call them?
I think budgies, yeah.
Budgies. Who knows? But I was like, we might be getting I don't know, it's pretty close. Just saying. I said, does Captain know what he got himself into? Because, like, he was kind of really laying it on.
He was, yeah.
And I was like, you're kind of inviting them to, like, touch you and, like, get a little close. Like, maybe that's just me being, like, so anti, like, don't touch me.
Yeah.
It could be different for different people.
It could be, yeah, like a different country and all that, too. But, yeah, I don't know, because you're like the captain of the boat. You want everybody to respect you, but if they already do respect you, can you have a little fun with them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, yeah. I think he does a really good job of, like, toting that line. Is that the phrase? Like, yeah. Of, like, he's respected, but he also knows he can have fun. Where we've said this before, where, like, Captain Lee struggled with being fun ever. Mm-hmm. He always had to be, like, that tough guy. And then I feel like on the opposite, like Captain Glenn, for example, doesn't like give off, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, he can never really be the tough guy.
Yeah, or
not
like,
never, but
I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Lets people go a little further than they probably should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then Vian strips. Marina and Zarina are eating that shit up, though. Yeah. They are like, that's my man, and little do they know,
not either of
not
theirs.
Not either. And then I said, uh-oh, Harry thinks the pace of the relationship is good. Poor Harry. This whole episode, they went back and forth between his interview and her interview. Completely different pages, different books.
Yeah, he's like, I am nailing this. And she's like, I don't even talk to him.
He's like, yes, I am doing everything right.
Well, and it's like, it's just such a catch-22, because Brianna's like, I wish he would communicate more with me, but she's not telling him any of this.
Yes,
so
that was like my one hang-up, like when they go later in the episode, when they go to the guest room or whatever. Mm. I see both sides. I see Harry's side of like, yeah, he doesn't want to like do anything she doesn't want to do.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, like she's like, let me go show you the sand.
Yeah. That nobody gives a shit about the sand.
No, where I'm like, come on, Harry, like,
come on.
You think at midnight she wants to show you the sand that the guests left?
And I thought he knew.
I did too.
He was like, yeah, let's go. And I'm like, all right, he gets it.
Yep.
Like, don't bring a camera in there.
Yep.
Nothing.
Yep. And then he's like, oh, we had the greatest makeout session.
Brother. You're not 15 anymore.
My man, you could have made out anywhere.
Yeah.
You didn't have to go.
All you had to do was figure out that no one gives a shit about the sand, and then you would have known everything you needed to know.
Every single person on the boat knew besides him.
Even the girl that didn't kiss Johnny was like, yeah, they're going to go bang.
Yeah, the new girl. We saw for 5 minutes. Yeah. Oh, and then we get Johnny saying he's not interested in a boatman.
Oh, man. Come on, Johnny.
Which the reason that's funny is because of the end of the episode.
Yeah.
All right, the guests leave. They're happy. They really didn't have any complaints. Even the jet ski thing. They didn't even mention.
Yeah.
Which... I probably would have been like, it wasn't super fun to like tip over on the jet ski. Like,
I wasn't like crazy about that part, but
they also didn't mention. I do like these guests because they could have picked at a couple things and they didn't, like how they didn't like their steaks. They could have been like, well, our steaks, but they didn't. Yeah. I respect that. That's how I would be.
Yeah.
They tip them 15,000, which at first I was like, oh, that's not very good. But then I realized it was 48 hours.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't 3 days. It was 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Pretty sure.
They were happy with it. So that's what I assumed. And yeah, they said not bad for 48 hours.
Yeah.
So, Johnny gets the helmet, and I was like, at first I was like, Vian should get it because it's him. But then I'm like, oh, wait, we never gave it to him when he floated off on the jet ski. So he was due.
Yeah. And to be reminded of that was so fucking funny.
That was so funny. Effortlessly funny.
Just hilarious.
Floating off.
I would love to watch the full 45 minutes of that. Of him just floating away. Because he had just nothing he could do.
No.
Nothing to do.
No. I don't know what I would have done. I might have been a dummy and tried to lay on my stomach and go like this. You know me.
Just to do something.
Yes, I wouldn't be able to just, and it's probably what would get me in trouble. I'd fall off, not be able to get back on, all that stuff. But
yeah,
he did what was right, and I would have probably tried to be creative with it.
Yeah, I just don't know if you'd be able to
I don't think you could
get behind it and flutter kick.
That's what I was thinking too, but maybe.
I don't know.
I think he did the smart thing because he's like, they're gonna realize I'm gone at some point.
They're at least gonna miss the jet ski.
Right.
And I'm on the jet ski. So therefore I will go back to the boat.
And there's no reason this jet ski won't keep floating. There's no storm coming. Could you imagine if there was?
That would be really funny.
Oh my God. A giant wave comes by. So yeah, he gets the disco helmet. Okay, then here comes the new sous chef. Actually, I kind of skipped a lot of stuff. Am I missing anything? I know I did skip a lot of stuff, but not a lot went on.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, really not much.
Not much to write notes about and have comments about,
Yeah. I mean, they ate and they showed us the food, but it was just kind of normal food.
Right. Nothing really happened.
Captain's Lounge.
Oh, yeah. Oh, dinner.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Did they have... Oh, I didn't even write down dinner. That's where I messed up. Did you write anything down for dinner?
Yeah, I got a couple quick things if you want to do that.
Cool.
So I believe the first thing was chicken. They said chicken red curry. It's Thai red chicken curry. Something.
Thai curry.
Red
curry. Yeah. That's really good. I do like curry.
I don't think I've ever had that before.
We need to go. Have you ever gone to the Indian place in the town next to us?
Yeah.
You did?
We went once, I think, yeah.
What'd you get? Do you remember? Was it something Thai or Indian?
Yeah, it was something Brad recommended. I can't remember.
Maybe we should go back.
It might have been like butter chicken or something. But yeah, I'd be down to go back.
Yeah, I mean, it's not amazing, but it's a way to try different.
Yeah. It's definitely authentic.
Yeah. Anywho.
And then there was sea bass with passion fruit sauce.
I feel like that would be good.
Yeah.
We had sea bass on New Year's, didn't we?
We did, yeah.
So much better than I thought it was going to be.
So good.
It was so good. It was the best piece of fish I've ever had.
Yeah, because you think Animal Crossing, sea bass.
Nobody likes them.
It's the worst fish you can get.
Yes. When you catch a sea bass in Animal Crossing, you're like, what? Why even catch the fish?
I'd rather have a boot.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe not.
No,
you get more money at least for the sea bass, but it's only like $300.
You got like 5 bells for a boot.
I wish life was like Animal Crossing. Could you imagine catching fish and bugs, going to the store and selling them for $30,000?
Yeah.
It's true, right?
That'd be great.
I have so much money in Animal Crossing that I don't even know what to do with it. I almost have 3 million bells in my bank. What am I going to do with that?
I know, if life was like RuneScape.
Oh, would that be awesome too?
Not as cool as Animal
Not
Crossing.
as Animal Crossing is literally like if you could picture the perfect world, that's what Animal Crossing is. You don't have to do anything.
No.
Like I'm actually probably like the best like salesperson for Animal Crossing. You know, I've been obsessed with it since I was like 11. But it really, if you've never played it, it really is just how life should be.
Yeah.
It's the perfect world. Again, you're not required to do anything at all. You can fish, you can catch bugs, you can plant flowers, you can, what else can you do? You can decorate your house. A lot of people like and decorate the island.
Yeah.
And you have money to do it.
Yeah.
And if you don't have money to do it, you just go catch some fish and bugs and then you sell them.
Yeah. And RuneScape's kind of like that, but every now and then there's like a dragon or something that tries to kill you.
Yeah, I don't want that part.
Yeah.
Nothing tries to kill you in Animal Crossing. And I've tried finding, okay, this is something I want you guys to put in the comments. If you play Animal Crossing and you play other video games, tell me what you think is just like. And I don't want to hear Stardew Valley because I've watched the preview on that multiple times and I don't want to do any crops. Do you have to do crops in Stardew Valley? Do you know?
I don't think you have to, but I think it's kind of the main like focal point of the game.
Right. Every time I watch the preview, it's like, do your crops. Why do I want to do my crops? I'll do it if I want.
It's more like Harvest Moon, Stardew Valley.
See, I never liked Harvest Moon either. Okay, so don't tell me Stardew Valley, but tell me what else is comparable because I want to play something else, but I just have never found, like, Animal Crossing is the lowest stakes game I've ever played.
Yeah.
Tell me something else that's like that. You can just do whatever you want. I know that there's a lot, and I've watched videos on it, but I haven't found one.
Yeah, I mean, RuneScape's kind of like that, but it's more like you do the same thing 1,000 times, and then you get one level up, and then you do the same thing another 2,000 times in a different location.
Wow.
Pretty fun.
Yeah, pretty fun. You know what I miss? Neopets.
Yeah.
Neopets also was very low stakes. I mean, you could lose games, but it didn't matter.
No.
Oh man, I miss Neopets. We looked this up one time.
I've
talked about Neopets before.
Yeah.
All right. What else for dinner? Sea bass and then is that it?
Sea bass with passion fruit.
Passion fruit sauce.
I think they had omelets in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I think we're about to the night out.
Okay.
So we covered everything else.
So we have the new sous chef. That's my next note. Alicia, I think.
Yeah.
It's either Elisa or Alicia. I'm going to guess Alicia. They probably said it. She's 25, from London, grew up in a nudist colony. They never say anything about that.
No.
I mean, why are you going to throw that in there and then give us nothing? It's like telling us Davide was married to a man and then just not asking any follow-up questions.
Yeah. It's like, I don't care about all this other bullshit.
Yeah.
Tell me that story.
You think I care about Harry not kissing Brianna? Whatever. No, I want to know about the nudist colony.
Yeah.
I want to know about marrying a man when you don't identify as gay.
Tell me how that works.
Okay? What? Those are way cooler things to talk about. I said, she seems cool so far. Overall, seems cool so far.
Yeah.
You have any complaints?
No. She seems a little, I don't want to say uptight, but like she's going to follow rules to the T to a point where it's messing up other things on the boat.
So you think, see, I don't see that. I think she's going to be, I think my prediction would be she's going to go with the flow.
Really?
She just strikes me as someone who's just there to like chill and be like, this is a really cool job. And if all I have to do is make crew food and wash dishes, then that's what I do. She came from being a stew.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so then she knows what she's doing.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. You could be right.
Who knows?
Okay. So at first we're like, oh, Alicia and Johnny are hitting it off.
Yeah.
That's adorable.
Everything was great.
It was so good. It was like, oh, yeah. Wow. This is going to be a nice storyline.
Yeah, this is going to be great. You know, new love found on a boat. People from different countries coming together. And then...
Yeah. the kiss rejection. It was, I said I'm reeling from embarrassment.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. But again, I still have a little bit of hope. It's not that she, I think, didn't like him. It's that she didn't want to kiss him after knowing him for like 2 hours.
Yeah. Which, fair point.
Do you think it's going to be the end of them or no?
No.
Okay. It could be.
It was just tough to watch.
Tough to watch.
Yeah.
Tough to come back from.
Yeah.
Oh, and then another cringy thing happens. Zarina, talks to Lara about Vian in the bathroom and then brings him a flower.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. You'll never catch me bringing a guy a flower.
Yeah, me neither. Actually, you might. Who knows?
What were you going to say?
Yeah, that whole part is just hard to watch because she brings in the flower and then basically it puts his head into her boobs.
Oh, God, yeah.
It cuts to his producer interview where he's like, yeah, I just really got to cut things off. This whole situation. Then he's grabbing her butt in the next scene. Just all of it. Just
all of it. Yeah. It's whatever. So my next note, I don't remember exactly what he said, but I think Vian basically calls it solving a problem. And I'm like, ouch.
Yeah.
He's got to solve the Zarina and Marina problem. I'm like, yikes.
It's man, you probably weren't very good at math.
Also, kind of a dick. That's kind of a dick thing to say.
Yeah. It really is.
And I don't mean it in the way, here's how I mean. I don't think he said it on purpose. Mm-hmm. I think it was a subconscious thing, which makes it maybe even worse. Because that shows that that's who you are.
I was just kind of putting that together in my head too. You don't really value them, so it's just a problem. It's not a difficult conversation. It's just a roadblock. Almost.
For you.
Yeah, for him.
And that's the vibe I got too, where it wasn't God, now I have to hurt their feelings. He wasn't super concerned with that. He was more I got to do this because I got to talk to a dare. And I can't do that because everybody's telling me I have to do this, basically.
Yeah, and people will be mad
if I don't.
And possibly tell a dare that I didn't do this.
Yes.
And this lessens my chances to get with the girl who probably doesn't know my name.
Yes.
And so I have to do this first. Yeah.
Yeah. Now that we say that, that's exactly the vibe I get.
Yeah.
All right, so here's the checklist. Vihan's breakup checklist. Number 1, initiate convo. Check. Easy enough. 2, compliment. I don't know that I would have done that, but maybe. That's where they say you gotta
the compliment sandwich.
Or what's in the compliment? Concern, compliment or something like that?
Compliment, insult, compliment.
Yes.
That's how I live my life. But I forget the compliments most of the time.
Number 3, do the deed. Tell him that he's not into him.
Yeah.
Which we didn't even actually hear, did we? We just saw it happening.
Yeah, I think we overheard I like a dare.
Oh, really?
I think, yeah.
I can't believe he said that.
I know. Never let him know your next move.
Right, because what if a dare doesn't like you? He's not even protecting himself. He's telling literally everybody but a dare that he likes her.
Yeah.
Which, does he even like her?
No.
I'm sorry. If you thought she was the most beautiful girl on the boat, that would have been your first thing. That's where I can't buy into this.
I can't either.
Me and you had the same thought. I actually think Adair is the most attractive one on the boat.
Yeah.
Brianna is close.
Yeah.
They're both very pretty. So that's why we were surprised at the beginning to be oh, nobody's really going for Adair. Okay, if that's how you felt when you got on the boat, you would have went for her first.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's just my thoughts. It's my opinion. Final parting embrace. They took it well.
They did, yeah.
Because what else are you going to do? I mean, really.
But, they're both very attractive women. And seem both pretty nice. It would have been the smarter move to pick one of them and see where that went before ditching them.
I think...
I don't know, is that bad to say?
No, it kinda. Only because he clearly didn't like either one of them, so I don't want him being oh,
True.
you're the better of the two. But
True.
My other thought is, he just wants to see what he can do. He just wants to basically see if he can get a dare, because he got that. We said this last week, because he got those two.
Yeah.
Bree's off the table. Him and Laura don't really click, so he's not really going to try in that route. So it's just a dare.
Yeah, and it's probably he knows that he could pull Zarina back in.
Yes,
very easily, which sucks.
Exactly what happened.
Yeah.
The kiss rejection happens. Yeah, we already talked about the sand in the guest rooms. I was like, right now, in the middle of the night, I need to show you this sand. Harry, come on, my man.
Guy.
My guy.
Like, just walk upstairs, like, just nut tap the guy with the camera. He's down. You go into the bathroom, or not bathroom, guest room.
That's a good point. The camera comes in.
That was my one where I'm like, I don't know what this really is now with the camera in there.
That's a really good point. I wonder how that works, because in all the times where we see people that are clearly going to hook up, the camera doesn't even go in at all. It's not like the camera goes in and then is like, oh, I can't be in here, and comes out. It just never comes in. So I wonder why the camera followed them. Maybe because they were like, yeah, who knows what's going to happen?
Yeah, it might have just not, like, the camera guy didn't get it, Harry didn't get it.
Yeah, that's true.
And it did seem like he was in the hallway looking in, because you could see, like, the door and like a wall. But just close the damn door.
Right.
Yeah.
Also, but here's a little bit of argument for Harry. Bree could have closed the door too. Bree could have been like, get out, close the door. That maybe would have given Harry like, oh. Really, Harry? Okay, here's my defense of him, the only defense I have. She really wasn't guiding him anywhere. Besides to the room with the sand. Yes, of course. But once they're in there, she didn't really make, I don't want to say she needs to make a move, but you know what I mean?
It's a weird stalemate, because she doesn't want to make any more moves. Harry doesn't want to make any more moves, but they both like each other. So it's just going to be this weird, like, neither of us are going to do anything because of this thing that we have in our head that we're not telling the other person.
Right.
So it's, yeah.
So yeah, I'm like, they kiss and that's it. And Harry's like, yes. And Bree is like, what the fuck?
I know, I can't think of a good analogy. Like, I don't know. It'll hit me later, but you got the lowest prize that you could at the carnival when there's a giant teddy bear that you just didn't even try for.
Yeah, they gave you like the little kazoo and you were so happy about it. You just walk off playing your kazoo.
But if you played one more game, you could have got the huge teddy bear.
But yeah, didn't even try. There you go. That's basically it. Then we see Zarina and Vian kissing, which is like, what's going to happen with that? Okay, I feel like Vihan's going to be like, I was drunk, but was he that drunk? Nobody really was.
I don't really think anybody was. Yeah. It seemed like a very calm night.
Right?
But like Zarina was acting drunk at dinner. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Zarina would take anything, but I don't know. I don't want to be mean.
Well, she likes him a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anywho, that's basically it. Coming up, there's the love letter to Adair, which I can't wait to see because I want to see what Adair does, which is not going to be what Vihan thinks it's going to be. There's a 1% chance she wants to be with him.
Yeah.
Or will even give him the time of day. I hope she doesn't. I hope she's like iconic about it.
That'd be cool too, but it would also be very funny, like, if Below Deck just completely buried the lead and she's like, oh my god, finally, I love you.
That's true.
That would be really funny too.
That would be pretty funny, yes. And they knew what they were doing, like, not letting us know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then there's another group of ladies on charter.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
All right. Word of the day.
Okay.
I have a off-the-wall prediction.
Okay.
And I thought it would be fun if everybody, if you have an off-the-wall prediction, leave them in the comments. You can think of one.
Yes.
Tell me if you have it now. But mine is that Marina is going to fall down the fucking stairs.
What stairs?
The stairs from like from the guest to like the galley.
Okay. Why?
I just got a feeling.
Wow. What if you...
I hope she doesn't.
Okay, that'd be so weird if you were like psychic, but only for stupid random stuff like that.
That would be great. If it was only stupid random stuff and no one could ask me anything important.
Technically, everybody is a little bit. Because sometimes
True.
we have these random thoughts and they're not 100%, but sometimes you get them. So technically, everybody could say they are, in a way.
True.
Okay, my off the wall prediction is that Laura gets with... Who's left?
Captain.
Wait, maybe that can't even be, because are there only 3 guys? Vian, Harry, and Johnny? That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, never mind. That can't be it, because she's not going to be with any of those.
With the first officer.
With the first officer. We would never see that, unfortunately. No. It could be.
Because that happened and we didn't see it.
Really?
Yeah, Malia.
Interesting. Mm-hmm. Oh, no, that was on a boat that wasn't on Below Deck.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what's my... I gotta think. I think that the chef turns out to be a giant bitch.
Yeah.
Because I don't see that happening, but maybe.
Could. Marina could fall down those stairs.
Yep. All right, give us your crazy prediction, and then if someone's right by the end, but it can't be something that's been on a preview. You can't be like, oh, I didn't see it. No. It's got to be something that we've not seen anywhere. It's got to be something pretty crazy.
Like a plus 600 or more.
Like, a good example would be, I think a jet ski is going to sink but that already happened, obviously. But if somebody would have predicted that before that happened.
We didn't see that coming before, like, they showed it to us.
That is indeed how it works. Yep. All right. That's basically it. Oh, announcement. We are going to do a live on Sunday. So 2 days from now, at 1 p.m. Central Time. We will also post about it. Like, this isn't going to be the only announcement, but plan for that. We haven't done a live in a while. And if you are going to attend the live and you have questions or you have anything you want to chat about or have ideas for what you want to do with the live, let us know. Otherwise, we'll probably just do our normal where we just chat about different stuff.
Yeah.
Anything else?
That's all I got.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys either on the live or next week.
We'll see you then.
Love you.